Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Task Force Questionable channel, where today we are going to be starting a brand new Minecraft mod pack known as Craft to Exile. Let's get going. The idea of this mod pack is basically, for those of you that are familiar with MMORPGs, it's very similar to Craft to Exile. Not Craft to Exile, that's the name of this pack, duh. But Path of Exile. Ooh, there's a nice axe. In the fact that this is kind of a story-driven RPG. It has boss fights, it has weapons with differing attributes, you have multiple different types of armor, different class builds we can get into as we go. There's some lag going on. I don't know why currently, but oh, interesting. I've never seen a harvest map before. There has been a fair bit of update since the last time I've played this pack, so while it looks like for the most part I know what I'm doing, there will be a few new things here and there that will come out of the blue and surprise me. Some play boots, some energetic plays. So, um, while I kind of run around and do some starting things, looting and whatnot, I can give you a quick rundown. Also, I have the quest book keybound, so I'm probably just going to throw this in a chest here and forget about it. Um, so, the what you'll notice, oh, we also have waystones, and one right here. Cool. So, what you'll notice a lot in this mod pack is um, a lot of the weapons and tools will have a kind of glowing outline around them. Um, all of them are going to have a different tier of rarity. Did I just miss the entrance to this? I did. Okay. Um, they're going to have a different entrance and rarity so that you can essentially gauge their power level based on their shine outside of having to look at them. Now, some of these items will have different rarities. You can see like this one has is a ruined. So ruined are going to be uh, slightly less powerful than some of the higher tier stuff, but they make up for that in the sockets that you can see here, like with the sun staff. There's six sockets. There will be items called runes that we can get through looting that, when put together in different ways, make what's called rune words, and those rune words can have insanely powerful effects. So for the moment, I'm just going to be kind of going around looting this village because we did manage to start in a village. I don't know if that's an every time thing. Ah, here's one of those runes I was talking about. So as you can see on a weapon, you can get a 1.5 to 2.5% crit chance. On armor, you can get a 6 to 10% increased crit chance, or on jewelry, you can get a 6% to 10% increased crit chance. Now, if you have multiple different types of runes, you can hover over and see what rune words you can make, and those rune words, when you combine them together, will be a heck of a lot more powerful um, than pretty much anything normal you can make. Okay, it's gonna be nice to have this house here because food. If we continue to eat a different variety of food, we will get better buffs. Um, and so it'll be nice to have those. I don't know what the harvest block is. Let's see what that is. Okay, nothing in there. What is it? Anything here? Um, Interesting. I have no idea what the harvest is. So, I guess we'll just have to figure out what that is as we go on. So, a lot of this introduction quest is basically just going to be saying, let's welcome to you. I'll give you a quick rundown real quick. This one's saying welcome. Basically gives you a free rundown of what the quests are. Actually, I will go ahead and complete this because I want that backpack. Um, Backpacks are going to be huge in the early game. Go ahead and throw most of this stuff in there. We'll keep the bread on us. So this is saying welcome. It explains there is a money aspect to this mod pack. So as you defeat mobs, they'll drop coins. Um, Coins will go specifically into this wallet, and we can use them to buy crafting ingredients and all sorts of things as we go. that'll be useful because sometimes when you're trying to level up crafting skills in the early game, it's really hard to get a hold of some like crafting stones and whatnot. So it's nice to have access to that shop. Now, character stats. This, like any RPG, you have um, the mine and slash hub, which will allow us to allocate points to strength, dexterity, and intelligence. These will basically be our main skills for any classes that we might be using. Um, and so this will be basically where all of our, not all, but a lot of our stat points will come from, and determining what weapons we can or cannot wield. Go ahead and complete that. Um, as you see here, not that one actually, but here you can see we can't equip this currently because it has a strength minimum of 1. We currently have not allocated any points to any skills, so we can't currently equip this, but we will here in a bit after we go through the quests. Party play, we don't really need this because we're not playing with anyone. Land claiming, we don't need that either. Talent tree, this will be where a lot of our character customization comes in. Everyone will have pretty much like people can have the same types of talent allocations in the mine and slash hub where you have your strength, intelligence, and dexterity. But the talent tree is where things come into play. So it'll have starting options, which will basically determine the bonuses you get to strength, dexterity, and intelligence. And depending on which kind of weapon route you want to take, will determine if it heavily favors one kind of weapon or one stat attribute over another, or if it kind of balances two with a weaker third. So it's kind of all over the place. We'll get into that here in a little bit too. Rest of the GUI. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can keep track of your stats, your health. I don't remember what the purple is. It might be health regen. Your blue is your mana. Your green's your energy, or stamina, I think is technically what it is. But and then it has fire damage, magic damage, all kinds of stuff. There'll also be gems that we can get that we can then put into weapons or armor or even skill slots as we go. But we're going to go ahead and grab our first weapon here. I believe we're going to be going with the scythe route. There's a class that I really like playing. It's a mix of kind of a summoner and a damage dealer. So we don't really need the arrows, but whatever. But like I was saying previously, we can't currently equip this because we haven't allocated any of our stats. So let's go ahead and do that here. We'll open up the mine and slash hub. So let's see. Notice it says strength minimum 1, intelligence minimum 1. So we can also access the hub here. So we need at least 1 into strength and at least 1 into intelligence. For the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the other one into strength as well. We do have talents that we can go ahead and apply. This might be a little daunting at first. There's a lot of talents, but you can only have one of these starting talents, and basically from there you're going to be locked to 1/8 to 1/4 of this talent tree. For the build I'm wanting, I'm going to start with the hammer. It starts me off with a higher intelligence and strength with a lower dexterity, which will be good for what we're wanting because we're wanting a high strength, high intelligence build. If you really wanted to go high intelligence, you could go here. You'd get a lower strength and lower dex, but you get a higher intelligence. But like I said, we're going to start off with the hammer here. And then first off, right out the gate, I'm going to kind of, let's see. We're gonna kind of rush down here to try and get this plus 10% summon damage. This can be huge. You'll see here in a second when I start selecting class stuff why that's gonna be huge. So go ahead and take that +3 to strength. So now if we go back to our mine and slash hub, we can see that our strength is up to 12, our intelligence is up to 8, and our dexterity is up to 5. Now the classes. This is where everything really comes into play. So you can have up to 2 classes. The two that I like to take are the Warlock, because playing alone, having summons to help you in fights is really helpful, especially when you need something to soak damage. So summon zombie, first level we're going to take there. The other class I like to take with this build is the Crusader. So while it kind of seems counterintuitive to have one class that's a kind of a necromantic summoner, and the other class being a Holy Crusader, this is really helpful in the fact that, oh, which one is it? Once you get to level 5, you get a ranged attack, which will be decently powerful as we go along. But for now, we're not going to take a safeguard because we're not using a shield, which will be basically we have to have a shield to be able to use safeguard, from what I remember anyways. So yeah, I think we'll just go back to Warlock, and we'll go ahead, we'll throw a level into Acid Blast, and we'll throw another one onto Summon Zombie. I don't know what we're currently here. Oh, we have a zombie. So, fun thing. We got our first weapon. Gear stat souls, we'll go over this here in just a second, but for now, there is combat changes, so there's better combat in this, I believe, so we have animations and combos rather than jump crits like normal Minecraft. Go ahead and click this. We'll take the zombie spawn egg, but we have a nice character here for us to go ahead and take on. Ooh, he hurt. Okay, that's interesting. But he did drop a miserable Hyperion Spear. That's not too bad. That's honestly currently better than what we have damage wise, but this scythe is going to be better overall because of that crit damage, the cold damage, and the bleed chance, as well as the cooldown reduction. So that'll be nice. Now, gear stat souls. Actually, nope, I don't have a bed here. Never mind. Gear stat souls. So those lines, the glowing things around weapons and tools, or actually, I guess mainly just weapons and armor in the inventory. Those are items with gear stat souls. So anything that has a gear stat soul, which will be your main armor, your main weapons, those will be able to essentially have increases to damage and durability and whatnot, so that it can far surpass that of just your normal Minecraft weapons and armor stats. Because in this mod pack, we're going to be able to reach up to the thousands of damage per second, and obviously you can't do that with vanilla stuff. Skills, support, and augment gems. These were what I was talking about earlier. You can throw some of these gems into skill slots, which we will put a couple of those on here in a second. But then we also have augment gems that'll be able to augment every part of our character. So some will have like plus extra health, plus health regen, plus mana regen, plus extra mana, etc., etc. We'll go ahead and click this. We're not going to collect these currently because we don't have a whole lot of storage just yet. Spell bar. So once I equip a spell, we'll see this bar pop up right above my hotbar. And this will be essentially that way I can see what my current spells are. I have them keybound to buttons on the side of my mouse so that I have quick access to them. So it's not too bad. Go ahead and collect that. Suda. So, because of when it comes to armor, there's going to be different types. So, health is the main life force. Obviously, when you reach 0, you're gonna die. But keep inventory is on by default in this game. So when you die, you won't lose equipment, but once you get to level 50, you'll lose a good chunk of experience. I believe when you die, you do lose some durability on your armor, but I could be wrong on that. I'd have to recheck. But there's 3 different defenses, classifications of defenses. You have armor, dodge, and magic shield, which is also known as plate, leather, and cloth. But then there's also 3 hybrid types. So for instance, this one here shows Brigandine as a combination of armor and dodge. I believe there's one that's oh shoot, I don't remember what it is, but I think chainmail. I don't remember if chainmail is the mix of um, cloth and plate, or if that's leather and plate. I don't remember. Oh wait, no, plate and armor is, or plate and dodge is brigandine. My bad. So I think chainmail is cloth and plate, which I think is going to be what we're going for a lot in this playthrough as we're doing a strength and intelligence build. So for here, we're going to go ahead. We're going to take the cloth helmet. We're going to take the plate chest. We're going to take the cloth pants and the plate boots. And we'll get the skeleton spawn egg. We'll go ahead and throw these on. We're just doing this mainly so we can have a mix of like intelligence boosted stats and strength boosted stats. So your strength boosted stats will give a lot more plus armor and plus health. Your intelligence will give plus magic shield, which is basically so your armor is going to reduce the damage that comes in. Your health, the plus health, obviously gives you more health. Magic shield is like an extra health buffer that you have, which is nice because I can, if I get enough magic shield, I can technically have a bunch of hit points worth of getting hit before my actual health bar even gets touched. So I think this is a pretty good way to balance out that in the early game. Considering it is night, I'm gonna try and find a bed so we can sleep. Real quick. Yeah, here we go. Oh, except there's monsters nearby. Cool. Oh, we're gonna figure out what this monster is. Just kidding. We're not gonna touch him. We're gonna find another house. Not this one though. That guy's yeah. He's fun. We do have a zombie here. Also, as we level up, monsters will level up. So, as we progress and get higher level in this game, the enemies we run into are going to be higher level, have higher stats all the way around. So, we kind of have to continue to level up and get powerful as we go. This is great. I'm having absolutely no luck. We're gonna go ahead and take this zombie out. Okay, cool. So, there are ways that we can change armors of different rarities to a higher rarity type. There's ways we can increase certain stats, reroll stats. Basically anything you can do in any kind of reforging, we can also do here. There's blocking, so this is where your shields come in, and tomes and totems. We're gonna take a tome, yeah, a tome for now. But honestly, we're really not gonna use this because we're gonna be using a two-handed weapon, so we can't even have it in our offhand. Gems and runes can be socketed into gear and have available sockets. We talked about runes earlier with the rune weapons. Here it talks about that, crafting rune words. There's also going to be gems that we can socket into normal weapons that have gem slots. And these gems will give different either damage or crit damage, energy, depending on what you place them in. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. We're not going to collect these just yet, though. Easy kill. It wants us to kill the skeleton and give us a spawn egg for, so we'll run over here under a tree and we'll get to work on that, just so the iron golem doesn't kill it, or else it might be a little difficult to progress in the quest line because we'll have to wait for night again and find a skeleton. So let's go ahead and plop this guy here. Yeah, these. Okay, there we go. Got the skeleton down. He had a lot of dodge. But I'll head back in here. Hop back in a building, and we'll keep going through quests. Okay. So, spawners, uh, oh, there's a limit to how many mobs can be killed within a chunk before they stop yielding drops and experience. So basically, you can't just make a mob farm and farm experience and drops. I think it's a pretty nice way to do this, considering this is a mod pack based on a little bit on grinding and XP. So there's no reason that you should be able to just make a mob farm. Waystones, as we saw, are in this mod pack, so it's nice to have those to be able to travel around because there will be a fair amount of exploration. Heart containers. If we head back to wherever the waystone's at, which is over here. I thought I saw one here. Maybe I'm crazy. Here it is. So these little goddess statues from the paraglider mod. Once we get enough of these spirit orbs, we can come here and trade it for a heart canister. This will give us extra health. Each one gives a base increase of health by 2, up to 200, so you can get 100 heart containers. This is nice because obviously you want more health throughout the game. So go ahead and use that one. Get an extra 2 health boost. One container by itself isn't going to make a whole lot of difference, but once you get, 20, 30, it's going to make a huge difference. Information compiled. There's a ton of information, and so it gives us this adventure handbook. Basically a quick reference guide for a lot of different mods. Managing your inventory. So, Mine and Slash does have a master backpack. This is very nice and different from our regular backpack in the fact that it holds anything from Mine and Slash. So all of these weapons that have different gear tags, we can throw them straight into this master backpack. I missed. That's fun. Straight into this master bag, and we can go ahead and throw these, all these weapons and totems and gear stat souls into the bag. Throw that one there. So stuff like these shields, any weapons, helmets, runes, gems. I don't know if the harvest maps will. We'll see. Oh, it seems like they do. Okay, awesome. So this first tab is going to be our gear tab. This is where all of our weapons, armor, shields, staves, totems, tomes, and whatnot will go. Oh, we did get an amulet, so this will be nice. We can go ahead and throw that on. Give us a little boost to our mana regen and magic shield regen. Sick. Second one is your maps. These harvest maps. Once again, I still don't know what these do, so interesting. Our currency, despite the fact that it says currency, this isn't actually the main currency. Obviously, we have the wallet in our other slot, but this is where any gems or runes will go. You have your skills. This will be where any skill gems or augment gems will show up. And then professions. As we go, there's different professions we can do to level up gear crafting. So we can craft gear, we can craft potions, different foods, different weapons, armor, all kinds of stuff. And we can do that through leveling up professions. And there's multiple different ways we can do that. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some food here. Also, we're gonna go ahead and kill this zombie. Just to get the spawn egg out of our inventory. We'll call it good. I did get set on fire there, but that's kind of annoying. You'll see me leaving behind a bunch of enchanted books currently. That's just because we really don't need them right now. It would almost be a waste to set those things up on lower tier gear like we currently possess. So we'll go ahead and put this amulet on. We keep getting distracted. So, once we've done all that, now we're kind of free to go do what we want. We're going to kind of loot, level, explore. As it says, we'll start our journey. There's different acts, lots of side quests. Go ahead and click that. We'll grab another scythe just because, why not? There is VR support for this. I will never do this. VR already makes me kind of motion sick, so trying to play this mod pack would be an absolute nightmare. But if we look over here on the left side, there's tons of quests and quest lines we can do. But we're going to start out here in the Act 1. So this is basically our training arc leading up to entering the Nether. As you look at these quests, you'll see different shapes. So these square ones are going to be our main quest. They also have it kind of in the title, or subtitle, I guess. These circles are going to be side quests / information. Anything with a paper is called a lost page. You basically, I think for the most part, just click a checkbox on those. Any of these star ones, I don't remember what they are, but they're special ones. As well as these like hexagon ones, I think are just like achievement quests. So we'll start with our training out arc. Scouting reports indicate a rise in villager activity. There have been even reports of necromantic activities. Check the area for any undead creatures and kill them. So our task is to kill 5 zombies and 5 skeletons. We're already at you know what? Let's go ahead and pin this just so we can see it. So we're already at 3 and 5. So we'll have to wait for night. But in the meantime, we can go around and continue collecting stuff. So Ultimine is in this pack, which makes it very nice for harvesting crops. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest a bunch of these. We'll throw them in our backpack. Food is going to be an interesting thing. There's a diversity bonus. So as you continue to eat different crops and different food types, you'll get a bigger buff to like health and damage and all sorts of things. So it's nice to have a wide variety of food. So if you see me collecting different food types as we go, that is why. So we did get the same scythe here, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these beds because it's nice to have a bed as we go. I don't want to stick around this village for too long. While it is nice to have this village here, I kind of want to build my own base. We're gonna kind of stick with an interesting rule as we go about this playthrough, and that rule being that as we defeat a boss, so as we defeat bosses, we're going to retire the armor set and weapon we used in that boss fight. We're gonna build as well, like along with our base, we're going to build a kind of no, I don't mean the bushes. A hall of memories, or some sort of altar that we'll use to display the armor and weapon, as well potentially as the boss trophy that we get from killing that boss. I think this will help keep the playthrough interesting, so I can't just get overpowered quickly. Granted, that's not really going to be possible because we're going to be continuously getting new weapons and armor that are increasingly powerful. So we shouldn't worry too much about it, but I also think this will allow us to tune our approach to each boss in a unique way. Now that we've done a bit of looting, we've done a bit of exploring here in this village, I think honestly we should probably head out and start doing the normal Minecraft thing of getting some wood. Because I currently don't have any form of tools. Now, Ultimine is in this pack, but it is configured where you have to have a tool in your hand to do it. So if you're wondering why I'm not just vein mining these trees, well, now you know. Oh, I slept through the night when we needed to kill undead mobs. Oh, oops. But hold on. Let's go ahead and take a look at this map. Let's see. I think we're gonna head off in this kind of west-southwest direction, see what's out this way. The nice part about having this as spawn is we do have a waystone here. So if we can find a waystone out in the world somewhere, we can pick that up. I think I'm going to stick to the rule that I've seen some people do, is that waystones in villages, also I think this might be the case in this mod pack too, but waystones in villages we're not allowed to pick up or take, so I just have to leave those there. But if there are waystones out in the world, I think I can take them, so long as they're not unbreakable in this mod pack. Otherwise I'll just have to make all of my waystones, which would be annoying but completely fair. Botania is in this mod pack, so we will be getting into some magic stuffs outside of Mine and Slash, which will be interesting. Holy smokes! We've already, yeah, there's a boss over there. We're going to, we'll mark this location. We're gonna go ahead and create a waypoint here. Frost Maw. And we're gonna make this dark red. You'll see my kind of color scheme for naming waypoints as we go along. Anything that's dark red is going to be like danger or boss related. And then I'll try and have green things will be waystones and villages. Speaking of, we're gonna name this one for spawn village actually. And so we'll do this as green. When we get a base set up, we'll do that waypoint as dark green. I need to remember how to turn the things off. Snow Sniffer Temple. Interesting. There's a brush here. No way, are we about to get a sniffer? Oh, this would be sick. I haven't actually messed with these guys in vanilla Minecraft yet, so this would be cool. This is actually really interesting. Okay, you can't brush that. All of this is regular sand. Oh, there's suspicious sand. Okay. Go ahead and brush this. We are going to get a sniffer. Let's go. So we'll already have an animal companion starting out. Oh, 2? Maybe 4 or 5, actually. This would be cool. Oh, that's a torch flower. No, that's a golden apple. Heck yeah, guys. We're getting a great start here. Nautilus shell. Not too bad. Not going to be super helpful, but anything underwater, if we can get, one of those, what are they called? Conduits going would be kind of nice. Yeah, several Nautilus shells. We got 2 sniffer eggs, guys. Let's freaking go. That's honestly kind of cool. I haven't got to mess with these guys, like I said, in vanilla. So yeah, this would be a really fun thing to mess around with. Now that I'm thinking about it, well, I did say we won't get to use much of the tomes or totems while we're using weapons. I am starting to realize that while we're using tools and stuff, we will be able to use it. So I think I'll have something equipped as we go, just so that, gosh dang it, just so that we have that extra health or protection whenever we're not in combat, so that we can't just get kind of jumped by any random mob that jumps out at us. Go ahead and grab an axe. Go ahead and grab a pickaxe. And yeah, we'll kind of go from here. I think, let's see. Do we want to? We're gonna continue exploring for a little bit before we get too bogged down in getting weapons, not weapons, but diving into caves for resources. Although I would like to get some dripstone, but it's whatever. So yeah, we'll keep exploring a little bit. We're gonna continue heading. I think we're gonna turn a little bit south here, and see what's going this way. So I will bring you guys back if I find something interesting. Okay, guys. While still continuing exploring, nighttime is falling. I remember the Frostmaw being one of the bosses in this pack, so I was looking through the quests. Couldn't find exactly where he is, but I know he is a pretty high level being, so we're gonna continue staying away from him for now. But it is nice to know where he's at. But now with it being night, instead of sleeping this time, we're gonna stay up for a little bit and see if we can run into some skeletons and some zombies. Speaking of, I don't know if strays count. Oh, there's dreadhounds. This is fun. Another reason I like having the scythe is for uh, the sweeping edge attack. It's nice to have, but yeah, a slightly stronger weapon wouldn't be terrible. Also, it seems strays don't count. And I don't know. Oh. Okay. I think, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go ahead and sleep through this night. Which it does insta sleep, which is so nice. But we're gonna sleep through the night. That way we can kind of get through the snow biomes unharmed, and we will continue our exploration. Okay, guys. Not long after I just slept the night away, I looked at the map and noticed a structure up here to our north, but there's also a little house on a hill up there. I think I could be wrong, but that might be one of the gatekeeper structures up there from Blue Skies, which is also in this mod pack. That'll be fun, getting to explore those dimensions. Ooh, a druid circle. Ooh, I believe there's loot here, but I'm also kind of scared to screw with this stuff. Yeah. Okay. There is loot here. Emerald block. We don't currently have iron, so we can't really mine it. Maybe we dig here and just access this chest. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Ooh, we got some uncommon stones. We got a ring, nice. We got more runes. Hey, there's some iron. Throw that away. There's some lapis. Throw that away. We're gonna go ahead and pop the crafting table down. By the way, I did find another one of those. Oh, what are they called? The sniffer temples. So I was able to get another sniffer egg. Go ahead and make an iron pickaxe for ourselves. And we'll trash that one. We're gonna hop down here. And grab this emerald block. Despite it being against my better judgment. Okay, yeah, we're good. Cool. So yeah, I did find another one of those sniffer temples, got another sniffer egg, got another golden apple, and also got a heart of the sea. So that'll be nice to have as we go along. Like I said, if we can find some more of those nautilus shells and some prismarine, we'll be able to make a conduit if we ever do some underwater adventuring or raiding of, sea temples or whatever. Could be nice to have, especially once we get to so the aquamarine mod is here as well. So once we get to things like going after Captain Cornelia and all of her stuff, it'll be nice to have some water breathing and a bunch of cold resistance, because the ice maze is a nightmare if you don't have cold resistance. So coming up on this this cottage. Oh, this is not from Blue Skies. This is a zombie and skeleton for stables. Interesting. I'm gonna be nice and not kill y'all. I know there's a downstairs portion here. Okay. Phantom creepers. Not fun to deal with. Dang it. Okay. I barely survived that. So, that's something to note is my magic shield does not stop us from getting hurt by creeper explosions, or at least phantom creeper explosions. Because I guess those can technically be different things. Okay, we got that zombie down. I'm gonna make some torches. We'll throw a bunch of this stuff in our backpack. Go ahead and make torches. Oh, hi there. Oh, so that's another thing. Spawners also can't be farmed. So just like the whole thing about them, the mob stuff happening, same goes to spawners. Spawners will eventually run out. You can't just farm them over and over for armor and weapons. Mounts are also going to be a thing in this due to all the exploration we're going to have to do. So if you noticed, I picked up the golden horse armor. That's why. Now, golden horse armor isn't the greatest, I'm aware, but it's more than nothing. So that also helps me figure out which, horse is mine if I just let it wander a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and take these smoker and furnaces, because the less I have to make, the better. Grab that torch back. Open the chest. Ooh, there was an orb there of something. I completely missed what it was. So I'll have to look at that here in a second once we get out of this place. There. And if you notice, I'm throwing a lot of stuff on the ground before picking it up. It's just because the master backpack, holy smokes. The master backpack has an auto pickup feature. And so being able to do that is just nice. I'm gonna go ahead and open this door and we'll just take care of all these guys at once, I think. Come here, guys. Come here. Come here. Come here. You know you want to. You know you want to. Oh. Okay. So, notice how on this golden chest plate it says the gear lacks a soul. So basically, if I were to put this on, it would only have the +5 armor as a normal golden chest plate, whereas what I currently have on has +10.8 armor. So as you can see, like stuff that lacks souls are going to be severely underpowered, and basically will not work in this pack. Okay, I'll go ahead and take that iron horse armor now that we have something better we can use. I'm keeping the leather boots currently because we can use I believe we can use a cutting board. Yeah, so we can get some leather out of them. So, if you're wondering why I'm keeping torches, not torches, the half-broken leather stuff, that is why. Okay. Now we have diamond horse armor, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that. We'll pick up the dagger, the bone string, these iron chest plates, man, they would be nice if they were a normal Minecraft pack, but this is unfortunately not, so not gonna be near as nice. I don't need the arrows. Go ahead and pick that up. We'll grab these hay bales too. Yeah, that seems to be it down here. Cool. We can head back up and see what's waiting for us outside. Still nothing. Okay, cool. So looking at the map, I think I'm going to continue kind of following this waterway, and you just kind of see where it leads us. I will bring you guys back. I took a little trip. I got a couple of doggo friends. Unfortunately, I don't have name tags, so I can't name them yet, but I did forget to tell one to come walking with me after I got him, so okay, come on, buddy. So I have my two dogs with me. One's a level 7 uncommon wolf of lightning, the other's a level 6 common. what stats those affect, I'm not entirely sure, but you know they have them. So yeah, I have two new friends along this adventure with me. At least until we get the three sniffers hatched up. Then we'll have several new friends with us. Um, but yeah, other than that, we also have a structure right up here. As we continue looking for a place to make our base, I did see this one, and I think it could be fun to take on. Also, I'm noticing now as we're pulling up to the structure, I never equipped my skills. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna go to the mine/hub. We're going to go to the skill hotbar. The very first one we're going to throw in this acid blast because we need ranged attack. Second one, we're going to throw in our summon zombie. This just allows me to, if I use my number 3 key, which is what I have it bound to, I can summon up to 3 zombies before I'm kind of at my summon cap. So I have 3 zombies, each of them have 344 health. They do a decent amount of damage, but it is going to be very nice going into the structure because I believe there are going to be some baddies we're going to have to fight in here. So, oh, it's an abandoned temple. Interesting. Go ahead and build up here. Thank you, guys. Go ahead and build up here and see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. There are skeletons. See what I mean by they do a decent amount of damage. That guy didn't stand a chance. Oh, these protective vest pants are probably going to be better than what we currently have. Yeah. So they're going to have more magic shield, more. They're also going to have dodge rating. Interesting. Oh, so a combination of dodge and magic shield is going to be vests. Got it. Cool. So we got some of that. This is one of those profession items. Actually, both of these are. Your raw fish is going to be in your fishing profession, and I think you can use them in the cooking profession. And then celestial is the mining profession, used in crafting all kinds of stuff. So there's those. There's a furnace there. Don't really need that currently. Crystal chain. God, I wish those were useful. Oh, there are health potions, which are gonna be nice to have, especially for boss fights. Finish. We got some obsidian. The Nether is part of the Act 2 quest line, so we won't be going to that anytime soon, or else we will be getting absolutely wrecked. Nice. Nice. Love these guys. So great to have. Giant plate chest. This is going to be better than what we currently have, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Oh, unfortunately, this bow lacks a soul, or else we could really use it. I'll take some couple iron pickaxes, though. There's some mana potions, spiritual raw meat. We're going to have to throw some of this stuff into our... Yeah, we're going to remove this iron horse armor because obviously we have the diamond. We're not going to need it. Grab those mana potions. And we're gonna go continue on up here. That's good. I know you might be wondering, like, hey, Kinetic, why are you not lighting up the area? Is because this place has a limited number of spawns. I don't think it spawns any more than like what was here when we got here, and so I'm not too worried about spawns happening. And plus, we're only gonna be here for that little bit to grab those chests, and then we're getting a move on again. So yeah, not too worried about using torch to light up areas for spawns. Yeah, fun times. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap out my pants, and I'll look to see if we have any of those. Okay, so there's that chest plate. Did we have any better boots? Oh, we do have boots. Okay, cool. We can throw those boots on. And this hat. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Go ahead and throw this hat on too. So we still have a plate chest, we have plate boots, and then we have magic shield um, on our pants and helmet. So that is very nice. We'll throw those in there. As we go, we will be able to turn on um, like auto salvage for common gear. So anything we throw out that is common tier, whether it be gems or armor or items like these, then we will be able to auto salvage them, essentially getting crafting materials from them instead of having it take up all the space in our bag. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this ring on as well as switch out our amulets because this life leech will be nice as well as the magic find. It'll help our looting be better. So yeah. Now we do need one more skeleton, so I am going to hold off on the sleeping through the night. Hey, there's a waystone here. What in the world? So this is one like I was talking about. Oh, they are unbreakable. No. Okay. So this one, I'm gonna go ahead and check. I think I'll go ahead and name this one Abandoned Temple. I think that's what the name was. Hit done on that, and then we are good to move on from this area. Oh, there's a abandoned nether portal above us. Let's go check that out while we wait for some skeletons to spawn for us. There's iron here. Yeah, at least was that a? I don't know if that was a llamas in the wild. I don't think I've ever encountered that in Minecraft. Huh, interesting. I've only ever known the trader llamas. There's a zombie over here. He wants to brawl. Let's go. Skeleton. Big rabbit skeleton. Don't know if that anything. Oh, and if you notice, Gissel greens are in here. Chococraft is here. We're gonna go ahead and grab these so we can farm up some Gissel. We're gonna get some chocobos. If we can't get a really fast horse, I think that's gonna be our main form of transportation. Besides waystones, is gonna be chocobos. Oh hi, that guy's huge. Holy smokes, that was almost very bad. Okay. Okay. We're fine. We are fine. We are so very fine. Cool. Okay. That being said, there's a skeleton over here. I do not know if he's gonna count as a skeleton to kill, but we will try. God dang it. Either he's not counting, or my zombies keep getting the last hit, and that's what's not counting. So we're gonna continue looking around. There's a regular skeleton. Let's go. Oh, there's also a bone scholar. Let me go ahead and Shiza. I'm gonna be pulling out all of my zombies because they're gonna help us a ton when we get into situations like that. So it's good to have them. We did complete that quest though, so I am going to not sleep just yet. Okay. I am gonna pop my bed down and sleep. And I'll pause. There's monsters. Okay. I'm gonna hop over here and sleep. Yeah. Okay, guys. After a little bit of exploration, I think I've decided that this is going to be our home. This little bridge here makes a nice little entrance. We can fix it up, extend it to this, get it over here nice and pretty. Maybe put a you know, a little guard tower or something. But then we'll make kind of like a cave entrance, not cave entrance, but a house that has, you know, rooms back in the mountain, as well as our Hall of Memories for any of our boss fights. So, with that being said, I think that's a pretty good place to call it for this episode. If you did like, please uh, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Really helps the channel. Go ahead and leave a comment telling what your favorite part was. I look forward to seeing more of what this series brings. That I know a lot today was a lot of exploration. I'll try and get a little bit of building done between episodes, just to kind of like get the idea of the house laid out, and then we will go from there. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.